Oh my gosh. Hey girl, hey. Suds is gonna yell at me. Nika here with your daily neuro nugget. Suds is like, do you have multiple personnel? Look, I do. Okay. It's called caffeine. Hello guys. Nika here with your daily neuro nugget. Second daily neuro nugget. Please go watch the first one. Suds, look, I put on chapstick for you. I wanted to change it up. I like to keep men on their toes. It's good to have a variety of personalities and wigs and looks, it keeps men on their toes. Take it from me, ladies. It's good advice. Anyway, guys, before I start this video, I need to make a disclaimer. This is a theory, my very own personal conspiracy theory, we'll say. And use these for entertainment purposes only. Now, if you are an imbecilic, vacuous, half-witted twerp and you don't understand what a theory is, then this video is not for you, babe. Okay? If you're thick, if you're dopey, if you're simple-minded, this video is not for you. This video, I love the title because I know it's going to piss off a lot of people. I love pissing people off. And I love triggering people. I live for that shit. Okay, I'm neurospicy. I get dopamine hits pissing people off. Anyway, let's talk about Kaylee because this is my theory. This is my point of view. And from what we have read regarding Kaylee, this is not, people are going to twist my words regardless. People are going to twist my words regardless. So I'm just going to be my regular, honest, blunt self. And it's going to piss people off. It's going to piss the G army of hate off because we're going to talk about Kaylee. We're not going to talk to make her look bad. That's not the point. But, twerps are going to be twerps. And just so you know, Kaylee from the documents looked like she got around. Right? We read she was sleeping with 3-4 people, right? This is not me judging her. I don't care. She could have 500 men. If that's her thing, go Kaylee. We support you. Well, I don't. I don't support that, but that's just me. I'm old and I'm old-fashioned. But I'm just saying, I don't care, right? However many. Is it 5 suds? Was it 5? Was it 5? Was it 50? Was it 500? I've lost track. And I don't care. She's young. That's what American kids do in college. I don't know if it's the same way in another country. That's what a lot of people do, right? It's like the thing to sleep around, to get around. Am I saying that because she got around, she should have, been unalive? That's not what I'm saying. It's not what I'm saying. Don't twist my words. Don't twist my words because people yesterday were very upset. Oh my God, just because she slept around, just because she got around doesn't mean she deserves this. No, that's not what I said. She did not deserve this. Nobody really deserves this. But when you have high risk activity, and we saw that document I covered in yesterday's live, somebody that was very close to Kaylee put that she was communicating with somebody online. This was very risky. And now I want to share another statement with you that was just dropped by Idaho State Police. In my opinion, this could have gone downhill very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. And people have said she had a, good for you, Suds, If you had a decent body count, that's great. Kaylee seems to also have had a decent body count, according to her friends. We don't care. But This is what the document says. Gonzalez had been a babysitter for a family in the Moscow, Idaho area during the summer of 2022. Interesting, summer of 2022, which is right before the crime took place. The family blank, date of birth 1985. 1985 would make them 38 years old. And somebody else 1988, 35. So they're 35 and 38, relatively young couple, and their two children. After the interview with blank, I obtained blank's phone numbers. I requested the cast agents to check the time frame for which we had cell phone data at the time. So they were requesting cell phone data for this couple that Kaylee babysat with, which is very odd because they didn't do a lot of requesting data of that many other people. Why were they requesting data for this couple? Is it possible that yesterday's document that I covered, whoever she was communicating with online, this is my theory, this is for entertainment purposes only, but could it have been this man? This married man? And I'm only throwing it out there because we know that people have mentioned her body count, and it's not that far-fetched that we see a lot of babysitters sleeping with married men. Hate me, it doesn't matter. It's a theory, babe. Chill out. Chill out. Is it possible that she was sleeping with a married man? The man that she was babysitting for. And just wait, because I have more information for you. I requested the cast agents to check the time frame for which we had cell phone data at the time. The data appeared to place the phone at their residence on the night of the murders. However, when I checked Blank's phone data, his location was not within the data collected. This can occur if the phone is turned off. Based on the information from Blank and the lack of data for Blank, we decided to interview both. So I find it very interesting because it shows, first of all, before we go on any further in this document, how botched this investigation was. Why? Because they didn't really do that of an in-depth investigation of these two people. And the bias, right? His phone was turned off. It was not matching what this couple was saying. It was not matching what they said to the police department. And they're like, oh, his phone could have been turned off. And they just let it go. But when it came to Brian Koberger, whose phone could have been turned off as well, they immediately went and attacked him and tried to pin this crime on him. I find that very interesting, right? The bias. On December 9th, 2022, ISP Detective Herman and I interviewed at her place of employment. She works for Blank and had not sent any tips regarding Gonzalez's employment with her as a babysitter. I began the interview with her and asked her if Gonzalez had been babysitting for her or any other families. She confirmed Gonzalez did babysit for her and maybe babysat for another family, but wasn't sure. She told me her husband had introduced her to Blank, who coordinated childcare for Blank, stated there were approximately 5 sorority sisters who would provide childcare for the Blank, and stated the only way she paid the girls was via the Venmo app on her phone. He stated Gonzalez had provided childcare for them a few weeks during the spring semester of 2022. She told us the last time Gonzalez babysat was on her 21st birthday and stated Gonzalez had babysat for them 5 or 6 times total. Stated they paid each girl $15 an hour for their work. Stated Gonzalez was not a full-time employee and stated most of the work was during the week. So this is a pretty lengthy document. I'm not going to skim through everything, but I'm going to summarize it for you guys to make it easy. So the husband was then also questioned. ISP. And the husband said that his wife was out on the night of the crime, that it was ladies' night. And that he was home with the kids on the night of the Idaho 4. Now, when they went and tracked that cell phone data, her phone, when she was supposedly out at ladies' night, her phone did not track back to that location. It tracked back to the house. So, one or two things. She's either lying or she, for whatever reason, left her phone at home for ladies' night. Why would you leave your phone at home for ladies' night? It's not EG because EG doesn't have 2 kids that I know of. Why would you leave your phone at home for ladies' night? Okay, maybe she wanted to enjoy the company of her friends and not be on her phone, whatever. But when they tracked back his phone, he was supposedly at home with the kids. His phone was off. Why is your phone off, sir? You're at home with 2 kids with your phone off, and your wife's phone is supposedly there. What if she needs to get a hold of you? It's just weird. It's weird to me. Kaylee. It's just some of the shadiest police work I've ever seen, because if I had been a detective investigating this case, this is one of the things that would have stood out to me, right? They're obviously looking at this couple for a reason. They're obviously asking for the cast reports of this couple for a reason. Then we get the cast reports back and we realize that what you told me does not match the cast report, and we're not going to do anything about it. Why? Well, because it's not Brian Koberger, is it? But if it was Brian Koberger, we're going to lose our mind if the cast report doesn't match what he said, which of course it did match, right? That he was driving around. How is this not the most shady police work I've ever seen in my entire life? Oh, wait. It is. It is. Is this not strange to anybody else? Her phone was at the house on the night of the unalivings? How is she not a suspect? How is he not a suspect if whatever they told the cops was a lie and it's not matching the cast report? Right? Based on the data collected, his phone was shut off. So there was no data for him collected. And then her phone is showing that her phone is at their residence when she was supposedly at ladies' night. So it doesn't add up to me. There's something sketchy about this to me. It's a bizarre case. You know, why would they decide to interview a couple Kaylee babysat for months prior? She babysat months prior to the crime. You know, Kaylee had been gone for 5 months working on her job, you know. It was probably because of the phone interactions. Did they find something in Kaylee's phone? Were they looking at Venmo payments? Did they track those back? I don't know. Too many weird things happening in this case that were not investigated. Why would his phone off? Why would his phone be off? Anyway, why would his phone be off? If he's at home watching the kids and his wife is out and about with friends, supposedly, what if there's an emergency or you need to reach out to somebody or she needs to reach out to you or you need to reach out to her? That's odd. That's odd to me. So they want us to not question any of this. They want us to not question this investigation. If you did not watch my first live I made today, please go watch that because we're literally talking about bullet drop samples that were found allegedly in Jack DeCour's room. So, what? It's odd to me, right? So, how are you guys doing today? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up. Please make sure to hit the like. Hello, Nadine. Hello, Monica. Hello, Holly Berry. Hi, Suds, Molly Bolt, March. The whole family's here. Hello, Linda, Pup Giant. To have folks, it's not for you. Made the live. And again, guys, I'm sorry because it feels so unprofessional. I'm literally chilling in my room because my family's in the living room. They're allowing me, they're giving me permission to come and talk to you guys for a few minutes because they know I'm ADD, autistic, have a strong sense of justice, a strong sense of pattern recognition that I kind of need to get it off my chest after a long day at work. Need to talk to you guys, right? Because they don't want to hear me. They don't want to hear me talking about the IDAHO4 for hours on end. Hello, my pal Sal Vintage. Hello, Nadine. Bruh, hello. Hello, Gina. I'm not getting notifications. Gina says she's not getting notifications. I've heard a lot of that. I'm sorry you're not getting notifications. I've also had some people reach out to me on Instagram. If you want to reach out to me on Instagram, you want to send me some information, you can always find my Instagram in the description of each video. I do not have an email at this time, but you can definitely find me on Instagram and talk to me there. And I will do my best to get back to you. That being said, a lot of you have told me no notifications or you're getting shadow banned. Some of you have said that you're posting things in the comments and they're not popping up. I have no idea what YouTube is doing. I have no idea how their algorithm works. All I know is that if you hit the like, it will promote the video and the channel. So I do appreciate that. Let's do this, please. Said Kaylee had some super sketch things going on. It's too obvious at this point, right? And Gina says, yes, it's very possible she was sleeping with a married man. I mean, again, this is going to piss people off, but it's not that far-fetched, right? She was young. She was known to have a lot of partners. We're not judging. We're just saying, is it possible that she was doing something with the man that she was babysitting with? I don't know. But otherwise, why were they looking into this couple so closely? They were looking at this couple so closely, in fact, that they were even looking at cast reports. And then the cast reports come back and they're not matching to what the couple said. She was at ladies' night, but her phone is at home. He was at home, but his phone is turned off. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. Truth Seeker says very interesting. Sus. Offset Guitar Tech. Tap that like button, peeps. Thank you so much. Georgia, thank you. Sud says convenient. Sounds suspicious, Marge. Welcome, Phonetics. Either way, guys, I'm out. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. If you think that this is a possible theory, please leave a 1. If you think this is highly offensive theory and impossible, actually, I don't care if it's offensive. Is it an impossible theory? Leave it 2, right? So, thank you guys for joining me in today's second live. Make sure to go watch the first one as well, because Jack is looking sus. So, see you guys soon.